But
Yep.
before we do that, I feel like there is some more pressing news that everyone's obviously aware of. Dan Snyder might finally be selling the team. So that's, yeah, it could be good news. Although, I mean, like right now I'm seeing Jay-Z and Jeff Bezos
There's been some Byron Allen, billionaire
that too.
Byron Allen has been a name that's emerged.
But you know, if Bezos wants it, he can outbid him. So
Yeah,
I'm not really
yeah.
sure how I would feel about the Bezos thing, but I know
Especially me going into this possible Amazon job. I was like, I'd be working for the potential Commanders somehow indirectly.
yeah. I mean, I still, until something really happens for sure, I take all this with a grain of salt because there's always been rumors around Dan Snyder. I mean, a lot more has happened recently. It said that he acquired Bank of America securities to look into offers for the team. And then as time has progressed, now we're seeing that, Bezos and Jay-Z might, at first I'm thinking these are just bullshit rumors, but I'm actually seeing them on, credible websites now. So it's like, all right, well, maybe this is something to actually.
And this has also been reported by Schefter as well. So yeah, I mean, obviously Jay-Z's been in the running. I've seen RG3 put out a tweet that he wants to, save up some money with some fans and try to buy a minority stake in the team. So I mean, everybody's putting in an interest here. But yeah, I mean, obviously Bezos has to be one of the favorites, and obviously right now, I think Schefter asked about whether this would be, whether they're trying to sell the team as a whole or just like a minority stake. And then the response from the Snyders was that they're open for potentially any, they're open for any offers to see.
Okay, see, I didn't hear about that because I thought that might still be a possibility that he's just looking for minority stake owners, maybe to try and build
he's
build
open
the
to move the entire franchise. Absolutely.
Wow. Okay. Well,
and then you'd wonder if that land that they purchased as well would be part of the package. Remember that land that they acquired in Virginia last year? I wonder if that'd be a part of the package as well. And then I've seen some people have the issue with like if they're like, okay, well, if we were to get a new owner, like this is like the one part to Dan Snyder. It's like if we got a new owner, maybe they'd try to relocate the team, which that's true. That's always a possibility, and that would suck. But
I have heard that, but I mean, don't the other NFL owners have to approve something like that? Like there has to be,
it would have to be
good
approved.
reason. Like there's got to be a market somewhere that they think that they can tap in order to move a team from where they're from. And I mean, with the Ravens being another Maryland team, I think that could be an argument. A lot of fans have moved on to the Ravens over Washington. I know I hate to say that, but I've heard that before. So it could be possible that a new owner might look into moving the team, and that would suck.
Yeah, absolutely. You would definitely hate to see that, especially with the tradition. I mean, they've been there since 1932, I believe.
It was established. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, definitely don't want to see that. The other thing too about if the team were to be purchased, whoever the purchasing party would have to be approved by 24 of the league's 32 owners as well. So that's notable.
Definitely monitor that situation. Until things really happen, I'm not going to make any. Oh, Dan's selling the team. I'm not going to go out there and say that because until something really happens, you don't know.
Right.
But the way that it's looking, it looks like it is. I would say more likely than not that the team might be sold. So
it's as close to happening as it's ever been before. And then also on the heels of this emerging, it's also been mentioned from the U.S. Attorney's Office in Eastern Virginia that there's been a criminal investigation opened up looking into potential allegations of financial improprieties with the Washington Commanders as well. So wonder if that has anything to do with the timing of the move. I mean, obviously Dan has been adamant for years that he would never sell the team. And now he's like, well, he's at least thinking about it. So definitely a day that I'm sure a lot of Washington fans thought they'd never live to see. So
that's why I have a hard time looking at these things like, oh, okay, well, this is, nothing's going to happen. But now it's like, this is more that's ever happened before. So at this point, I'm kind of optimistic, but that's a whole other conversation too about like, oh, the new owner, what they might do. Like we'll get more into that later on as this situation develops. But a new owner doesn't necessarily mean good. Dan Snyder hasn't been good.
It's true.
It's one of those things. It could be just as bad or worse. So we'll definitely monitor what happens with that. And
there's
some
other
other
bad
good
owners
news,
in the NFL. Yeah.
Mersey, the one person to speak out against Dan Snyder. He's like one of the other worst owners. I thought that was funny.
And then of course you got Bobby Kraft in New England too with his like prostitution.
Yeah.